What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman, and coming up on today's show, I wanted to go over the latest trade rumors from what we are hearing from NBA insiders before the NBA trade deadline, as maybe this is finally the year. The Bulls make a player trade at the NBA trade deadline, as if you go back and look, the Bulls have the least amount of player trades over the last 5 years, only having one, and that being Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso. But before we dive into it, I've asked this question a couple of times, and I love the answers I get. I just want you guys to get down in the comment section and name a random Bulls player. If I had to choose mine, I'll go Andres Nocioni. But you guys let me know. Get weird with this. Get creative. Name a random Bulls player down below in the comments section. All right, coming up on today's show, the Bulls are apparently the favorites to land Bradley Beal. Can't believe I'm saying that, but I'll show you guys my thoughts on that here in a second. Then the Warriors, they apparently want Nikola Vucevic in the trade. And then I will give Zach LaVine some props. He has been balling for this Bulls group over the last 5 games specifically, so we'll show you guys his stats there. But first, shout out to Kobe White, man. Had one of the best moments possibly of the Bulls franchise over the last couple of seasons. I mean, it's been dark times, and this poster dunk over Wemby was awesome. Late in the fourth quarter, rose up, dunked over the 7'4" Frenchman, and just really got to give credit to Kobe White. He struggled early on this season, but he has turned it around, and he has been a closer for this team over the last couple of weeks, and just really want to give him his flowers. And also this poster right here, this picture. If I'm Kobe White, I'm getting this framed up in damn near every room of my house. But shout out to number 0, man. He's been playing great. But let's dive into the Bradley Beal situation here. So Bovada, an online sports book, just released some odds for Bradley Beal's next team, and the Chicago Bulls are their overwhelming favorite at plus 350, and then follows Pelicans plus 600 with the Kings at plus 600, then the Portland Trailblazers and the Detroit Pistons follow suit. But I'll say this, if you had to connect some dots here on who the Bulls could trade for Bradley Beal, it would most likely be Zach LaVine, the match contracts here. And I'll say this, if the Bulls trade LaVine for Bradley Beal, I would absolutely crash out. This would be a terrible decision for the Bulls because this wouldn't move you anywhere. This would keep you in the same spot you already are. And Beal and LaVine, I just think LaVine's a better player at this point. I think Beal has definitely taken a step back since he's gone to the Phoenix Suns, and LaVine's played some great hoops this season, and specifically over the last couple of weeks. He has been awesome. Now, I will say this, if the Bulls could get a first-round pick, let's just say it's LaVine for Beal and the Suns attach a unprotected first-rounder, then maybe I would be interested. But if it's just LaVine for Beal, I mean, you guys might not get a Bulls video from me for the next 3 months. Like, I would be absolutely in shambles because the Bulls would just yet again prove to me that they are the least self-aware front office possibly in all major sports, and it would just be an absolute disaster if that ended up being the case. But maybe you guys disagree with me. Maybe you guys are Bradley Beal fans. Let me know. Would you trade Zach LaVine for Bradley Beal? What say you? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no down below in the comment section. Now, we'll talk about Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine just around the corner. But first, I got to give a massive shout-out to today's presenting sponsor, and that is Prize Picks. If you guys download the Prize Picks app today, plug in that promo code CONS, you guys will get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today. Use promo code CONS. Get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Now, what is Prize Picks? Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. That's 1,000 times your cash at Prize Picks. So run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Now, if you guys are trying to make, let's just say a Bulls game, a Blackhawks game more interesting, Prize Picks is the best way to do so. Or if you guys are just a fan of basketball and want to create a lineup like this one for tonight, Thunder, Cavs game, one of the biggest games of the year for the league. I'm going to take the less on Jalen Williams, his points at 20.5. Then I'm going to ride with Chris Paul against the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. And I'm going to take his more on 7.5 assists. But if you guys want to fade those picks or ride with those picks, just do so at Prize Picks. And if you guys download the app today and plug in that promo code CLNS, you guys will get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use that promo code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. But I got that link for you guys in the comment section and description of today's show. Massive shout out to Prize Picks. Run your game. So do the Golden State Warriors want Nikola Vucevic? Well, it kind of sounds like they do, and NBA insider Sam Amick had a very interesting article about Vuce heading to the Bay, saying Nikola Vucevic has actually emerged as the more discussed Warriors trade target. According to a team and league sources, the front office and coaching staff have acknowledged back to training camp this team's need for a true stretch center, something Curry has never really had. And I actually love the fit of Vuce within the Warriors offense, considering his three-point shooting this season has increased dramatically. Now he's shooting almost 42.5% from downtown, and he can play that stretch five. And we know the Warriors, their offensive kind of scheme here is that they run a high pick and roll with Steph. If you blitz Steph as the ball handler, you drop it off to Vooch, and Vooch kind of plays a little 4-on-3 action, and that is a very, very deadly kind of play that the Warriors could go to if they do get Vooch. But I will give, some credit to Vooch and LaVine here. They have completely upped their trade value from what it was in the summer, and I'll admit I was wrong. I was saying there was no reason for the Bulls to keep them on the roster, but, they decided to roll it out, have Josh Giddey get these guys open looks, and their stats and their play has definitely increased their trade value over the last, couple of months here. But, in terms of what the Bulls could get back in a Nikola Vucevic trade, well, how about Moses Moody? And Austin McGee, he's tapped in with the Warriors, said this, saying a player such as Moses Moody would likely interest the Bulls brass. Even though Moody signed a 3-year, $30 million extension with the Warriors in the offseason, Kerr and company have been hesitant to increase the former Razorbacks' playing time. And, in terms of what the Bulls could get back for Vooch, at most you're probably getting 2 second-round picks in terms of draft capital. I would rather have them lean towards a young player that you could kind of bank on him developing and becoming a good rotational piece for this group. But in 16 minutes a game, nothing really to blow you away. He plays super hard. He plays with some high intensity, and I'm a big fan of Moses Moody. He's a very physical, athletic guard. He can defend. He can, create for himself offensively. But again, he's a guy you're going to have to see him develop because we haven't really seen it so far in his NBA career. But then again, he also hasn't gotten the opportunity to do so just yet. But I'll ask you guys this. What do you guys think the chances are the Bulls make a trade? I want you guys to scale it for me, 1 through 100 down below in the comments section. I'm probably sitting at a 60 right now. I would hope they would, but again, it's a Bulls front office. You never really know what direction they're going to go towards. So you guys let me know. What are the chances the Bulls make a trade? Scale it 1 through 100. All right, Zach LaVine. Got to give him his flowers because he's been balling as of late. And, LaVine, it is I just got a lot of thoughts on him. But first, Bobby Marks, he tweeted this out talking about LaVine over his last 5 games, and he's been awesome. Averaging 30.4 points per game. Very efficient from the field, extremely efficient from downtown, shooting 51.5%. And LaVine, we've known this. He's an elite 3-level scorer. He's elite with the ball in his hands. He's an elite off-ball player as well. And, as much as I've been saying, LaVine is the problem with the Bulls, the more I've thought about this, it's more just about his contract. And, listen, I wish it could have worked out differently, but he doesn't match the Bulls' timeline at all. LaVine's a guy, he should be on a championship team right now. He should be a tertiary option on an elite NBA team, but that's just not, his situation in Chicago. He's just going to put up a lot of empty stats with this Bulls team, so I'm hoping for even himself, he gets traded. We see him in the summertime playing some important hoops instead of just kind of rotting in Chicago for the rest of his career. But I do want to show Zach LaVine some love. I think this is the first time I've ever done this on the show, but he's been playing some really good basketball as of late. So type his jersey number, type those 8s down below in the comment section, and show Zach LaVine some love. Now, I'm also on Twitter, the handle, @PatSieps. Give me a follow over there, and I'll give you guys a follow right back. But we'll see you guys next time. As always, go Bulls.